guys, welcome to HowToInAFew. So behind me you see my latest project, and I feel like a record number of YouTube videos are about to be created, given the fact of all the little ins and outs of things that need to be done to this project. But today, first part of this project is we're going to take care of a power steering leak. It's leaking from what's called the steering box. Many of the newer cars have a steering rack, a rack and pinion system, but this is still the old steering box type system, and it is quite a massive piece. I know the sun's not in my favor right now, but this is the steering box. It's orientated like this, and we have several things that we need to do, starting with the removal of what goes here is called a pitman arm. This is where the steering shaft attaches. We've got two hydraulic lines and then the attachment bolts on the side. So first step is to systematically remove the old one and then reinstall this. Alright, here's our view from the bottom. This is our pitman arm. When we loosen this, the plan is to kind of get it to come down a little bit so that I can undo the hoses, but first order of business is to remove the pitman arm. We're going to remove this nut, and then we're going to use a pitman arm tool to remove that. So okay, so this is loose, so I'm hoping that the stiffness and the rest of the suspension will help kind of keep things under control when we remove the three holding bolts that are on the other side of the fender door well. One thing I'm noticing about a Jeep is how convenient things are to reach, so I went ahead and loosened the linkage right here. It's just a clamp nut or bolt, and once you loosen that, it should be loose enough now so that the shaft will slide right out of the union joint right there once we take the retaining bolts out of the steering box. We're going to see if we can sneak it in with a swivel socket. If not, we'll have to use a wrench. Might have got lucky. Alright, I'm a little concerned about the weight, so I'm going to support it a little bit while I take this last bolt out. Kind of anticipated it was going to come off of the steering linkage, but since I do have the hose fittings exposed, Since the steering rod is still connected, I'm going to go ahead and use a pry bar to see if I can just slip it off. I may have to loosen the nut a little more. Turns out the screw does have to be removed. No! I think we are. I think it's crazy that there's a metal washer on there for these plastic seals. Not. All right. So it turns out there's multiple notches, so I may not have to adjust it at all. Yeah, I ain't gonna get that lucky. I think that's a winner. Filling up with power steering fluid, it should be good. Alright, so I'm not sure how much power steering fluid is going to actually need to go in here, but I do believe that the gearbox was empty. It did have some pretty good seals on it, so it may have come pre-lubed. Let's crank her up and see if anything moves. Definitely a lot of air in the lines. That's what that noise was. So the power steering fluid is all kind of bubbled up right now. So it's going to chatter. Hopefully that'll clear out. I'm tempted to just let it sit for a while to let those bubbles kind of come to the surface and the power steering fluid come back together as a liquid, but I'm impatient, so I feel a little more in. I'm going to start it again. Still seeing quite a bit of air, bubbles in it, but it looks like it's holding level. I think we're going to take it for a little spin. You know, it is a toy. So hopefully that helped you out if you're changing the steering box in your Jeep. Pretty excited about entering the Jeep world, and hopefully, well, I already know there's going to be a lot of vehicle videos coming up. As you can hear, the exhaust, that's probably going to be the next project. Just waiting for some parts to come in. And well, if it helped you out, give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.